H-I-M-S, hymns, H-I-M-S, hymns, and her, no, not hers, hymns.
Just hymns. For hymns.
Let's start over. Hymns, H-I-M-S, hymns. You guys, when I was a young man, and trust me, I was at one point, technology wasn't there to help me. We had no internet in my 20s. And I had a lot of problems. My hair would loss, my dick didn't work. I had a lot of problems. And I wish that there was a website called Hymns back then.
Yeah.
Because I would have medical advice, professional advice.
From real doctors.
From real doctors. I just didn't have that. So I struggled for many, many years. But now it's 2018.
Yep.
And we have an incredible website called hymns.com.
For hymns.
For hymns.
That's what I meant. That's what I was going to say. Mm-hmm. And the reason I just say hymns is because everyone knows it's for hymns because it's famous.
True.
It's one of the best companies out there. If you have a problem with your hair, they have medical advice. It addresses a lot of problems that men have. Tell them about it.
Guys, order now. Our listeners get a trial month of Hymns for just $5 today, right now while supplies last. See website for full details. That would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy. Go to forhims.com/belly. That's forhims.com/belly. Forhims.com/belly. Get it now.
How handsome are you?
I know.
Gross. We gotta get to that too. Oh my God. Let's start. Go ahead.
Say that on the mic.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's start.
I can't count, man. Blushing.
Go. Count, man.
5,
4,
4, 3.
Just do it faster.
You said slower last time.
No, but do it fast this time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here he is. Here comes Santa Claus. Here he is. He is fat and big, and he love you. In the Christmas time, in the chimney, he give you a gift. Welcome to another. I don't even know when this comes out, but I feel like it's coming out
Christmas.
Around Christmas. Yeah, around Christmas. My dad used to sing me Christmas songs growing up, but he never knew the words. You know. How about this old classic from my dad?
Yeah.
Frosty Hill, good guy. Classic. He's
classic
a classic
American. Yeah.
Or you forget the word sometimes. He'll go, jingle bell, jingle, I don't know. Bell, you fucking just said it. You said it, just repeat it. Welcome to another episode of the glorious and sometimes not so good TigerBelly. True. But sometimes very good.
It's a hit or miss.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. We have people in the room, people that I adore, people I don't, people that I hate. Not you, Christina. I love you.
Okay, good. Okay.
It has to do with a couple of these, maybe one pan-faced gook in here. We got one pan-faced gook that is a little weird. And we got the worst of the whites. You know what I mean? Like just the hills of whites.
Oh, that's
Desert whites.
That's
desert whites.
Serious
Yeah.
whites.
Yeah. Whites that like, you're driving in the desert with your family. You get a flat tire, and all of a sudden you're in a cave.
Oh.
Right, you're tied up, and there's these fuckers.
Y'all need help with that tire?
Yeah. And they have a cousin. They have a cousin with them with like a leather mask on.
Just a
No, like
Are they Southern?
What?
Southern?
I don't know what they are.
Michiganders.
Something.
Oh,
something Midwest.
Midwest.
that's not that.
Christina Pazsitzky, everybody. Yeah. We have Christina Pazsitzky, and
Thanks, bros.
she is on a podcast. But I knew her before. I knew her husband Tom Segura. Segura, and but I knew her way before. I think I knew her before. No.
Okay, true story.
Yeah.
I don't know if you probably don't remember. The very first time I ever did stand-up comedy, it was in the Belly Room.
Ooh.
I was 26 years old. How many years ago is that? I'm 42. I don't know.
I know, a long time.
Anyways,
15. I don't know.
I woke up that morning knowing I was going to do stand-up for the first time, and I had diarrhea all day long. And I was in the green room at the Comedy Store upstairs in the Belly.
Yeah.
And I was taking shits, coming back, taking shits. Coming back. And in between shitting, in walks Bobby Lee.
Into the bathroom?
No, into the green room.
That would have been.
I wish. Maybe, I don't know. And I was like, oh, I know that guy. Like, that guy's famous, right? And then you sit down next to me, and I was so nervous, and I was like shaking and sweating, and you just start talking to me like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? What's going on? And I was
Oh, boy.
I was so nervous. I couldn't talk to you.
Oh, boy. Really?
And I was like, I have to shit. And I told you that?
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go. And,
yeah.
But you were cool. You were like, all right, see you later. Bye-bye.
Oh.
And that was the first time I met you.
Really? Did the diarrhea have to do with your nervousness?
Yes. I had diarrhea for the first 6 years of doing stand-up.
Like every time?
I was so skinny, yeah.
Yeah.
Look back at my early footage.
But I mean, is it, you get diarrhea whenever you're nervous in general?
Yes.
Wow.
To this day, if I'm like taping a special or something,
right.
I will shit my brains out right before, and then I know it's going to be a good show.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't care. Like now, I mean, you probably sleep until you go up on stage, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you sleep.
I slept till 1:30 today.
How? What?
If you hadn't come though, it'd be till 4:30. No, but I want to say one thing about you though before we even get into whatever it is.
God. What were you doing last night?
I saw you years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, at the Ice House. You were in the annex, and I was doing the other room, and I walked into your room to watch you. And I forgot who I was with. But I go, that could be one of the strongest comics.
Oh, stop!
Because you were doing I'm being honest.
You
with
said this to Eric Griffin last week.
No, I didn't.
I know. I'm just kidding. I know.
The
I would never say that.
The opposite.
I don't believe that.
The opposite.
I don't believe it, so why would I say it?
I can vouch
Yeah.
for this. I was there.
Oh, you're okay.
Yes.
I believe you. Yeah, you said he was ugly though.
But no, I don't say that to other people, number one.
I appreciate
And
that.
number two, I did say it to her when it was when we were dating, so it had to be less than 5 years ago then. And then I really do believe that. And also, here's another tidbit about you that I like is that you've been known to fuck gooks. So
No,
Very specific.
I know whenever a white chick,
not a goose.
What is it?
He was a
he was a chick.
yeah.
Oh,
Let's be
well,
real.
then let's get real.
Bobby, get it right.
Is it higher or lower?
Oh, I don't. What do you mean? Like
In terms of the Asian hierarchy.
Wait, only
I
you
don't
would know this.
I don't know the answer.
So he was Chinese.
Chinese, yeah.
Well, they tout
Taiwanese.
themselves
Oh,
as
he's
the top. Oh
Taiwanese.
no, he's a top.
Now, does
He's top.
Because Taiwan is a very very
yeah.
progressive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a
Cool.
difference between Taiwanese and like mainland.
Oh,
Huge.
big, huge.
Really? See,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't-
gas.
They have.
Apps.
It's like Manhattan and these whites.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
like Manhattan, they went to college, and they grew around buildings, right? There's a Starbucks down the street where they grew up. These whites, just trees.
Just true.
Yeah, trees and just dirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck
no.
you.
And there's no
Fuck
censorship
you,
in
all right?
Taiwan,
I love
right?
you.
No, they're very progressive. More progressive
there's no
than us.
censorship
No,
in
and
Taiwan.
just so I get Asian banging points.
Yeah.
It wasn't just I was banging this guy. I lived with a Chinese guy. We were going to get married and make
right.
babies and stuff.
That's
so
incredible.
like I'm down for the cause, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how low you were in your life.
He was the best. He really sweet
You-
guy. Not as sweet as my husband.
Yeah.
Obviously.
What's his name again? Oh, no, I can't say no.
I would never.
But did it end weird?
He's a real person. No, actually, he went on to become a very successful lawyer as I was starting to become a comedian. And so it was like he was going to take me to his lawyer dinners and be like, "Hey guys, I can make fart sounds in my armpit."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a good match.
Really? Did you
No.
meet him when you were? How did you meet him?
College. Yeah.
So he saw you during your MTV days.
Yeah. He knew me before and then after because I took a semester off to do that and then I came back to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another good thing I want to say about you.
Okay. I'm not comfortable with compliments. I don't do feelings very well. So if we could not.
That's the first
How
part.
about one more? How can we just do one more?
Okay.
And then I have two more actually.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's gonna make me. Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Go ahead.
The second thing I wanted to say about you is that the two things I wanted to say is that
I'm so nervous.
don't mean it has nothing to do with you. The first one.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah.
Is that Tom Segura?
The best.
Not just the best. He is one of the best people I've ever met. I think.
Hands down.
What he did for me the first time I met him. Did he tell you what he did?
Well, I know you shared a ride.
But it's not just that. It's not just the ride. It's just that I didn't know him that well. I knew of his name because he was rising.
Yes.
Right. He was rising not fast, but he deserves it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, this guy, he's one of the top guys. And then we did not Lollapalooza. What's it called? Oddball.
The
Comedy
Oddball
Festival.
Yeah.
And I remember my manager was like, yeah, I'm gonna fly you coach. And I go, are you sure?
With the poor people.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. I always do fly coach, but I go, but will I run into those other guys? She's like, no. So when I went to the airport,
why did your manager fly you? What was the reasoning? Like, not that that's such a bad thing. Oh.
I know you're.
Oh. Cocaine?
no.
He's touching your
Moisha.
Oh.
Moisha?
Did you just say Moisha?
I was speaking Filipino.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Exactly that.
Do we have to cut that out too?
No.
I'm so paranoid as of late.
You're like a Filipino James Dean.
Shut up! You shut the fuck up!
He's so.
I know. We just stop talking about him. All right, we're gonna get to that in a second.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
No.
What's it like to be a man and have that much power?
Oh my God! Wow.
You do like
fired.
Asians.
You really
You're fired.
I'm
Yeah, me too.
so ugly. I can't. Wow.
I like people.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Okay.
So you were sitting in the back with the trash.
And Dane, Cook, Sebastian, and Tom had first class. So they enter the plane first. And as I walk by them, it literally is like, remember when Cersei was walking through that town?
The shame.
The shame. That's what it was.
They all had bells.
They all shame.
Shame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm naked and I'm shaking. My hair shaved. My hair is shaved. I'm walking by. And then Tom kept coming back and throwing pillows at my face.
That's my husband.
Yeah, but like he made light of it.
Yeah.
And he made me feel a part of.
Oh.
And then apparently when we got to the Houston, I think, we had to arrange on our own rides. And the thing is that I'm a part of a comedy festival. You don't have a ride for me.
Yeah, they should pick you up.
So we didn't even get one. And as I get off the plane, I realize, oh shit, I need a ride. Mm-hmm. So I go out, I yell at my manager. I'm like, and then I turn my right and Tom's there. Yeah. And I go, what are you doing? He goes, I had a feeling that you didn't set up a ride.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I go, I didn't. He goes, well, I'll give you a ride. And so his limo driver drove me to the hotel. And that's a nice thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that about him?
I did know that.
That he did that?
I remember him telling me. He goes,
Of
"Can you
course he
believe
did.
what if Jew pig?" It's really offensive.
Sorry, H3 podcast. Whenever we say that, H3 what a great organization.
What an
organization.
What a great.
I love them.
I love
so
them
much.
too. Here's the second thing I want to say about you. The last compliment I gave.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm going to rip you apart.
Cool.
The second thing.
So muscular. Go ahead.
These arms. These old lamb chops.
These old lamb chops.
Fuck you, all right, lady. The second thing I wanted to say is that like.
My teeth are very white.
No, they are very white. But listen, let's suppose this is you.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter who the size doesn't matter, but
The size is
you and Theo Vaughn come from MTV, right?
Yeah. In the 90s.
In the 90s. So you guys, you're young people, attractive people, and you're on an MTV thing. Usually when that occurs, it's over after.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I just saw a Jersey Shore reunion.
Me too. I love that.
Yeah.
I
watched
it.
it.
I haven't watched the reunion yet, but I will.
Yeah. But but that's pretty much.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to shake.
They're called lifers. We call them lifers, the ones that go back and do the
for the challenge
Right,
and all
and
that.
then do hosting or whatever, which is fine. It's a gig.
To be on a show like that and to step out of it and to reinvent yourself and then you come into a different scene, but legitimately. Like these two, I know. Are you friends with Theo?
I know him. We're not bros. I met him a couple times when we did the shows. I've seen him around.
Well, aside from then, I'm not even bringing, but you. Then fuck
Yeah,
him.
fuck
Rat King.
Shit about
Rat King.
But you,
Fucking
for you
hillbilly.
to do a show like that and to reinvent yourself to become a legitimate, like you literally are like. If you go up to anybody, I hate kissing your ass, but fuck it.
It's so embarrassing. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, just to sit there and you have to learn.
Spin in your chair
Yeah.
until it's over.
Yeah, just.
gotta talk
Just
to my
fucking look
therapist.
at me. This is the last one.
It's so uncomfortable.
I know.
don't
I know,
like
I know,
this, Bobby.
I know.
Make it quick, babe, like a
very
band-aid.
No, I
Thank you.
I would need to milk it to make her feel
Oh my
uncomfortable because of
God,
what
I'm
she
like
said about you, you
sweating.
fucking flat face. Fucking
handsome.
gross.
Great skin.
And
Look at
he
his skin.
is-
old are
oh my
you?
god.
How old are you? You're in your 20s.
Yeah, 29.
Unfair.
See, that's the magic age.
The turgor. Look at the turgor on
The
his skin.
magic
The
age of
rounds.
what?
The tightness. The tightness.
Yeah. God.
Now I'm uncomfortable.
Fuck you, Gilbert.
Kate Somerville, thank you.
No.
But okay, the last thing,
Okay.
just for you to come to a
I
it's
appreciate you
that's
saying that.
and that's two compliments and
That's
then
really
that's
nice.
pretty much
Thank you.
all the compliments. I have more, but
Let's not do that.
yeah.
And can I tell you something? Though? It's actually stupidity on my part that I didn't utilize the not the fame but whatever the wave of that to become a stand up. Like I totally was such an idiot. I could have gotten booked in clubs, being a feature act right away. I know, and it would have been bad in the long run. But I started from scratch, and I probably should have been smarter.
No, the way you did
I
it.
do everything the hard way.
No, you do everything the right way.
Everything the hard way. It's
Because
never-
can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? Because
I'm the dumbest person. I wait. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah. You're so intense right now.
but you have two kids,
I have 2 children. Yeah.
right?
I know.
You're married with Tom.
I know.
I've been to your house.
Yes,
a
you have.
beautiful
Both of
house
you
in the
have. Don't say where I fucking live.
where
Don't you dare.
where the fire happened. That's pretty broad.
It's close.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know exactly the town that you live in,
He
so
doesn't
relax.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
All right?
say it out. Don't say it in.
But
on
here's
the
some
internet.
negative thing. Now it's some negative things.
Okay, let's go.
I think you feel more comfortable with that. I think. Yeah, I think
With
that
the
you
negative, yeah.
need to get new glasses
Why? These are nice. I just got these.
because
Look at this.
you don't know what you're looking at over there.
Why do you guys
Yeah.
say that he's not? Look at those teeth. Perfect teeth.
Flat face though.
What are you talking about?
Look, give her the
I think
profile.
you have a lot
give
of
her the
ridges.
profile.
No, he's very.
Give her the profile.
And
look
I'm
at that. And a line.
No, can I tell you something? This guy probably photographs amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Did you also know about this guy in the last couple of years was only skinny? Now?
Yeah, he
What are
used
you
to,
talking
Oh,
about?
we gotta show you a video.
Used to be
My
a-
Damn it!
favorite
Don't
one to
show
show
Show her
the
the
fucking
video.
video.
You were fat.
Not only, yeah, he was
I was 225.
morbidly fat. Morbidly.
I wasn't dying.
Yeah.
Too much lumpia, huh?
Oh.
Oh, I have a.
What other dishes
But
can you throw
yeah,
out?
this
Filipino best
guy
friend.
is a fat fuck.
You're a fat fuck.
Yeah.
What was your?
Fat-
Okay, I've had Filipino breakfast with those little sausages.
Longanisa.
Longanisa
Oh,
or
shit.
chorizo.
Are they
I
good?
love that.
Oh,
Whoa.
With the egg and the rice.
Yeah.
Get
Garlic
your
rice.
life, man.
Wow.
She knows
Love-
about that
I like
cuisine.
Asian.
Not
flavors.
circumcised.
Not
Really?
circumcised, no.
Yeah.
Really weird for a Filipino.
Because
Yeah.
Filipinos
Or
are
always
Christian.
cut.
Yeah.
And so why did your parents?
My mom had a C-section, so I was rushed.
Okay.
And
That's not
then-
actually
That
not
doesn't-
an excuse.
that
It's
doesn't
make
C-section. They take the baby still out. The dick is still there to
Yes,
be cut.
thank you.
Oh, then I don't know.
If I spent money to get you the operation, would you
No.
do it?
Don't. It's not necessary anymore.
I can't get it done now.
Why?
Because it's
Why?
so sensitive because it's been covered by a hood that when it's exposed, it's like
Yeah, but they can numb your dick.
But
Yeah.
it's just for aesthetic. It would just be for aesthetics,
No.
and that's unnecessary.
if I pull my
You
skin
still have
back
thick
and I
under the
if I
skin?
pull my skin back and I wear pants and
Yeah.
it rubs against the zipper or anything, I'm like crying.
So it does hurt you. It is.
I can come in 2 seconds.
Oh,
Wait,
but do you
wait,
have-
because let me ask you that something.
You have more exterior, like stronger hide.
Because of the fact that we chopped that little the hood off.
The the foreskin.
Right. So if my little pee-pee, right, was still in the little shell.
It's not little. We don't know if
It's pretty little.
Okay.
If my little pee-pee was in the shell, right, then I would have a sensitive penis just like you.
Yeah, let's say pristine.
yeah.
Pristine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You can pull your foreskin back.
Mm-hmm.
There are men that in San Francisco. I remember there was a movement of men who would you pull the skin over the head of your
Docking.
dick. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's
and then you can put clamps on there. And you can regrow it.
That's
I'm
beyond docking.
serious.
What is that level?
I can do that.
Docking
I can do that.
clamp.
Explain
You
that.
can pull the skin. You can kind of regrow it over the head of your penis.
Yeah.
If you're circumcised and want
Yeah.
to regrow it, you can
Oh,
pull
that's
it.
different.
No, it's different.
She's saying
No,
Bobby
no,
could
no.
do it.
You're what we're thinking about is two guys putting their dicks on
Wrapping
each
it,
other's
Yeah,
foreskin.
you turned it
You're
sexual.
talking about
Yeah.
actually growing your skin.
or pulling it and then clamping it so that the skin goes over the head of your penis and it kind of. I mean, I'm obviously.
So it
done
looked like a
it.
tamale or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you smiling a little bit?
Okay, I have
gonna
a
try
video
it. He's gonna try it.
Here you go.
I'm gonna
Let's
try
see
it.
fatty here.
I'm gonna try it now.
Now, do girls trip out on your peener when they see it?
No.
Oh my God, you're so fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fat doing State Farm commercials.
Yeah.
How? All right.
So that's what
Checks, bro.
That's what I see when I look at him.
I see. Oh my God, he's so cute. You're so cute, though.
What?
How long ago was this?
Probably 4 years ago.
Damn, homie.
Yeah.
So what'd you do?
Keto.
Yeah, I do that shit too. Primal.
Is
Same
that
shit.
heavy cream in there?
No, I didn't do it today.
Okay.
Fuck the point.
What's
Just
it?
soy
What's it
milk.
you did?
You eat
Keto.
all fat and meat and
Yeah.
vegetables, no
No
carbs.
carbs, no
So I
sugar.
eat bacon the whole day.
And that works?
I lose weight.
Yes.
For rapid weight loss.
Oh, for rapid weight loss.
Yeah.
Dude.
But Gilbert has a very, very difficult relationship with food.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's as sustainable for you as it would be for
fluctuate.
other people because you do have like a massive sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And so you yo-yo, which is actually worse for you.
It's bad.
Yeah.
What do you sorry.
Go, please.
What do you eat? What's your jam? Your
Like
sweet-
right now, just
Yeah.
carbs. It's really just breads. Like I can't get away from rice or breads or pastries.
Well, that's rice.
The way she said rice, I looked at her. Rice.
Yeah, you're right. You're a big rice eater.
Do you eat rice every day?
No, you can't eat that shit when you're on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I eat
No
rice
carb.
every day.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I'm Asian.
But
I
you
can't
do brown. You
get
do
it.
brown.
But you're
though.
very healthy.
I eat white and I eat all colors.
Yeah.
I can't not eat rice. In fact, that might be I could never do
But you're
keto because of that. Yeah, but if I did keto, which I used to do Atkins before,
Yeah.
I was ripped. Like my muscles, I had vanity muscles. Now I'm slender, but you can tell sort of that I still have the extra pudge once in a while.
No, you don't, babe.
No, but you know
way.
how ripped I used to be? I
Yeah.
don't have that anymore.
Yeah. Your vag is nice.
Oh my God.
Anyway, what's the?
What's that sponsor?
On that note, we're going to take a moment for a sponsor.
Ooh, since we're on the topic of healthy food, we have an awesome sponsor.
Blue Apron, the tastiest food that you'll ever eat. Blue. You guys, the holidays are starting.
Ooh.
And let me say something right now. Even before I even say that,
Yeah.
I want to say that Blue Apron has given me the most tastiest meals imaginable.
Whoa.
It's easy to cook. It arrives at our
your
house like
doorstep?
clockwork.
Dang.
Right? You get to pick your menus online. There's a variety of things. With the holidays fast approaching, meal prep is the last thing you want on your plate, right?
Right.
But what if cooking's delicious, wholesome meals was easy? It can be with Blue Apron. Guys,
Okay.
for your holidays, you have to treat yourself to Blue Apron. Even if you're dumb like I am, you don't have fingers that move the way I do. I don't. I can't.
That's where I
don't-
come in.
That's where Khalyla comes in. Tell them about it, Gil.
Guys, check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/belly. That's blueapron.com/belly. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Now back to that good old vag talk.
It's like a slit of perfection.
What is it? Okay, let's talk about. Do you really notice the differences?
Of the vag?
Aesthetics? Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
is that a big thing for dudes?
A vat, and I guess I'm shallow in that way.
He is shallow.
I'm very shallow in
What
that
do you
way.
not like? What's an undesirable vagine?
Well, it's, first of all, it has to look like a vagina.
Okay.
Well,
What is a
Sometimes
vagina?
it looks like an IAD went off on it.
That's what mine looks like right now.
It does?
2 babies and 2 episiotomies.
What is this PZ?
It was when they make a little cut so that the
Yeah.
baby comes out a
They
little
cut your
easier.
taint. So
So
Yeah.
have you looked at your vagina in the mirror?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Like, what is it? Just describe to me verbally.
It's just imagine like
I mean, not in a
visually?
sexual-
Or visually?
No, not in a sexual. It's not
Yeah,
sexual. I want
scientific.
More scientific. Science alert. Beep, 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 beep.
well, okay, so because they cut it, and so it's like it makes like a big HOV lane, right? Like,
Right. Oh. yeah.
and then so like it was stitched up, so like it's healed, but the bottom part is a little more crooked. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it was stitched, and twice I've had that.
Oh, my
happen.
God.
But just the gooch, right?
Right. Yeah,
People
it's
still
just,
use that word.
yeah, it's just a gooch.
Yeah.
It's just that bottom
It's the
bit.
The
crooked
bottom
gooch.
part.
The rest looks like it did, like it always did.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but that's the actual like what he's referring to. Your vagina is fine. It's
No.
just that crooked gooch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The meat is the same.
The meat
The meat's
is still...
You know what
as
I
long
mean?
as the meat's the same.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
The folds,
If
right?
I saw it in a photo, it has.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know it was yours.
Yeah. Let's play this game.
Yeah. And I looked at it.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Like you have like 5 photos, and I go, I guess which one it is.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And I pick it, and you're like, no, that's a baby, Bobby. That's a baby's vagina. Oh, fuck. That's what I assume.
Now,
would that be? Is that
would you be able to
pedophilia?
pick-
What I just said?
No.
You're just, I'm so paranoid.
It's just not.
Stop saying that.
No, because I like that. I want to be able to do the podcast and say whatever I want.
Can't
Say
you?
No,
Why?
because if I said whatever I wanted,
Yeah.
you couldn't air it.
Have you watched your mom's house? I mean, what are you saying?
No, I mean I want to say
Crazy.
illegal things.
Oh.
Yeah. Things that are like, you know.
Start
Out of
another
this
one.
world.
Start another one.
Yeah. Well, Santino and I did one as an experiment 6 months ago. You could just come over. We're going to do one that we're not going to air. And I just want to see what that's going to sound like.
And?
My God. It's the best one we've ever.
Yeah.
It's the funniest one I've ever done.
What was
but
it
it's
about?
unairable.
Is it about what? Hitler, baby effing?
Oh, I mean, yeah, we did. We said
N-word.
every word. Every word.
Let's do this podcast. This would be the best show.
But how freeing would that be?
But let's do a super podcaster. So it's like Ethan and Khalyla,
yeah.
you, Rogan, Ari, Bert, Tom, and like a mega inappropriate
Round table.
Round table. Wow.
Except
Like,
Bert would take over
you think Bert would?
and dominate.
Well, no, we get him so drunk. He'll get to a point, you get him drunk enough, he'll just go inside himself. That's what we want.
Shut him down. Shut
Yeah.
down that personality. Dude, that's such a
When we had
great
Bert
idea.
here and he just drank, remember?
Really?
And we're like, I'm in AA. But he doesn't, he brought his own liquor.
Alcoholic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because we didn't even have ice for him. Because you do have ice in your house.
Yeah, we don't even have
Do
that.
all
Yeah.
households have ice?
Yeah, in the freezer.
Okay, so we don't.
Oh yeah. Why?
I didn't think it was weird until Bert came over and he's like, "You guys don't have any fucking ice." I'm like, "No, I never thought about it." And then I realized that ice is a treat for me. Like when I'm on a plane, I ask for
special.
like crushed ice, and I sit there in so much joy, just
Yeah.
swirling around my
We
eyes.
deprive ourselves of ice so that
I
when
think,
we have
and
it,
I'm like,
we're
"Oh, I'm
grateful.
deprived." Yeah,
That's good. Humble yourself.
it's a treat. When I go over to my sister's house, the first thing I do is I get the crushed ice machine, put a little pineapple juice, and they sit there.
Guys.
I get enjoy.
You can get a maker, like an ice maker in your fridge, bro.
But have you seen our fridge? It's from the 70s.
Oh, that's why. What about a tray? I know what to get you for Christmas. A nice cute tray. Are you high?
When I bought this condo years ago, it was brand new. No one ever lived here. And then the realtor guy was like, "You got to get a fridge." And I've never bought a fridge before. So I went to wherever the fridges are sold. Fridge R Us. I don't know what we'll call it.
I believe that.
Yeah, I walked in there, and this was the cheapest one. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm not ever going to have a girlfriend. You know what I mean? I'm never going to have anyone live here.
Yeah.
So I'll just get and I don't cook at home.
Yeah.
So I just bought that piece of shit. And it's now I regret it, but we're going to find a new place. Going to your house inspired us to really, we even looked in your area.
Really? I would love to have you as neighbors. That would be so fun.
Do you really believe
Yes.
that we would see each other?
Yeah, if you lived close, it's all about proximity. The older you get, especially when you have children,
Yeah.
I just see whoever's closest.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna come by, great.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving my house. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
If we were like 2 blocks away, you would walk over?
No.
you
You
walk
would
to her.
come.
Why would we have to
She
go and
has
see
a
you?
children.
I have 2 tiny babies. I have a baby and a
yeah.
3-year-old. So like, I ain't going nowhere.
So if I knocked on the door and go, "It's me, Bob,"
come on in.
I could come in.
Of course.
Wow.
Of
babe.
course.
What would you just do? Like lurk around her hedges?
No, just sit there and do whatever lollipops or whatever babies do. You know what I mean? I'll eat lollipops. Yeah. You having a lollipop? I'll have one too. Why not? Yeah.
Lollipops.
What do babies do?
Oh my God.
Frolic.
Yeah.
Let's go to the backyard and frolic. And I would just, prance around with the, yeah. And then go, all right, see you.
What were you doing till how late would you stay up last night? 4 in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things I was doing. I was checking my social media because the show that I'm on.
What are you on?
I'm on a show called Splitting Up Together. It's an ABC show.
Oh my
And
God.
one of the episodes the episode that I was in last night was me and my wife's episode in the show, and I wanted to see what the comments were, and the ratings went up a little bit. You know that?
Yeah.
A little bit, and
That's huge.
but it's gonna get canceled. I don't want it to be, but it just, unless they move it. Because we're, again, This Is Us.
Yeah.
And they're crushing us.
Oh, yeah, that show.
Yeah.
That show. Do you watch it?
I tried, honestly,
too.
and then I was, some stuff
sappy.
bothered me. And I was
Me
like,
too.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I couldn't dive in.
Really?
I think I stopped after the 4th. I was like, enough with the drama. Enough.
No!
Tears.
Yeah.
Tears.
Like, it's just not my, yeah.
Too heavy.
Yeah.
And
But also when even when they're trying to like be sort of funny,
Oh, no.
it's like that schmaltzy kind. It's just no.
So it's not a sitcom.
No, it's a drama.
It's a dramedy.
No, it's a drama.
Yeah, straight drama.
It's
Right.
supposed to just, bring out the tears and
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't like that. I don't like. Don't make me cry. And I also don't want to watch hospital shows, like shows about medicine or like people dying or cancer.
Yeah.
And I don't like serial killer stuff.
You don't.
No, I
At
don't want
all.
to see that shit because I'm convinced, like, you know what I mean.
No.
If I watch it,
Do you think there's a seed in you that might grow?
no.
Oh, okay.
That I'll attract
Yeah.
it somehow, like just
baby.
by
Oh, that you'll attract it.
Oh, that you'll
Yeah.
manifest it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I give this any energy, like, oh my god,
Yeah. You think Roman Polanski's wife attracted Charles Manson?
I don't know. Don't.
You think she was sitting around going, hippie,
Don't
psycho
talk about
hippies.
it.
Yeah. So you do. Let me ask you.
Champagne.
I'm gonna ask you a couple of cool questions about serial killers.
Yeah, no.
So you,
it's
I know. Just
uncomfortable.
they're not. You're not gonna manifest it. But what I'm saying is that do you know who they are though?
Yeah.
So if
'Cause
I say Richard Klikinski,
Iceman.
do you know him?
I know the first name. I don't know his moniker or whatever. My husband watches all this shit as I'm falling
Right.
asleep at night. So I hear all the
Ted
murder.
Bundy.
Yeah, of course. He was very attractive too.
Very
just like-
attractive. Just like Gilbert. You're right.
Thank you, Christine.
You know.
And educated, right?
and, yeah, and he represented himself in court.
Wow.
Wow.
I remember knowing that.
Well, it's so funny because the guy that I'm on the show with
Yeah.
told me a story about Ted Bundy of his dad.
What?
Yeah. So, and I he's told me the story twice, so I know it. Do you think I can tell it?
Yeah. It's Ted Bundy is like
So,
the most
so
famous.
Oliver's dad is Kurt Russell, his stepdad, and his mom's Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. Oh wow.
Right.
Hey,
So
they're surprisingly normal. Yeah. Like I feel
I
like.
talked to Goldie Hawn on FaceTime, and she was like the kindest lady ever. I had to give the phone because it was freaking me out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, thank you. She goes, you're really funny on the show. I go, oh, thank you. And I gave it back like that. I'm the
know.
same way, right?
I can't meet. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
meet
because
people
I'm
I like.
I'm from the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I feel the same
The
way. yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I dwell in
Yeah.
the bottom.
Yeah, me too.
You know, even when like big comics show up, I kind of just like, if Chris Rock and Bill Burr are talking in the parking lot, I kind of just I'll back away and then go somewhere else.
I know.
Right? Like that's not a part of what I do.
I know. You know what's so interesting you say that is
Yeah.
because I just feel like I'm still that dirtbag too. Yeah. So even now as I'm selling, like now I'm finally moving tickets and I'm like, oh, all these people came here. I get in my head about. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Are they sure? Like, did they get the right?
Ticket.
Yeah, you have to
You know?
almost detach yourself because
Yeah.
it's like when I did Brea, and it's a 600-seat room, right?
Oh my god.
And Saturday I sold out both shows.
That's crazy, right?
And I'm in the back, and I'm going, and I see all the people, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I remember.
I can't remember?
Yeah, you were freaking
I
out.
was freaking out. I was like, I can't. Why are they here? Right?
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
So when you hear your name, you kind of almost like you snap out of this
Yeah.
like me,
yeah, totally.
and then you actually just have to do the job.
Of course.
So you go out there and you're like, all right, and then you just go into it's like when you've done a TV spot before, right?
Yeah.
How nerve-wracking is that?
Yeah,
the first
it's
time
terrible.
you do it.
Well, here's the thing though, is I have to. The thing with comedy and me is that I like to fight, right? And for me,
Right.
those years of like doing those dinner audiences who didn't give a shit in a mall, right?
Yeah.
Those $1,500 weeks where you're like, you're gonna love me after this, like
Yeah.
that thing. when
Yeah.
now that my fists are down, I'm kind of like, oh wait, oh okay, I guess I have to go into this differently.
Yeah.
But I'm still angry inside, which is good. You know what I mean?
What
Like I
is it
still
you and I are similar in that way. What do you think that is?
trauma, just childhood.
It is. You think?
Yeah. 100%. It's that approval thing. You know,
Yeah.
I was immigrant too. My parents are Hungarian and they grew up in communism. All that shit.
Right.
Not getting unconditional love. I think that's the secret.
Yeah, I got love, but I got violence too. Wow. Yeah, it's a good combination.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't know exactly what it did to me, but I know that some of my behaviors, right, just in my life, is rooted, and that's why I won't go to therapy. Because
You have to.
Why?
I'm dying for you to go.
I know you guys have a number for me.
I am dying for you to go.
I need to go.
I think it would be fascinating.
Yeah.
Tell him why.
It's just a place to unload and process without the judgment of anyone. I mean, even though we have partners and people that we love, they're just, sometimes they're not the place you want to put your things on.
Right, because you're not qualified.
Yeah. And, they're able to help you kind of get through things in a way that none of your friends are going to be able to do.
And it'll make you happier.
Yeah, it will. And honestly, I do feel lighter when I walk out.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the best.
I mean, I don't have the greatest therapist, but he's a chill guy.
You should probably get the greatest.
He's mediocre.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Go next. Ariana Grande says.
But you know what's so funny, because you have said, I asked you and Tom.
I would love for you to go.
I know. And then people on my shows have said it, like, you need to go.
Yeah.
Right? Because I have issues there too. Now, I don't act out, but there is a thing. They can see that I treat myself so poorly. Like if I mess up on a line, like, fuck, you know what I mean? And like I'm so hard on myself.
Yeah.
And then like also when the pressure is there, I'm disappear.
What do you mean you disappear? You disassociate?
No, what happens is like at table reads, I'll like everyone will sit down, the network, and everyone will sit down. Until everyone sat down, I don't go in the room because I don't want to have the small talk. Because I did that once where you sit there,
I hate small
and the
talk.
president of Warner Brothers. So, how was your weekend? And you go,
What was that?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right, or I go into a story that like I think I'm on pot and it's too much.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's weird because I got molested by a guy with Down syndrome when I was a kid. You know what I mean? And then they go like, I don't want to. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you say things as if you're around, other comedians.
Yes. That's my problem is I think I'm a space alien and then I can't talk to regular people.
Yeah.
That's why I'm friends with all comics. Because I know we all speak the same language and there's no judgment.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we're exposed to the real people.
Yeah.
You want to be, right? We're real people, but
but
then you say something that's going to like fuck up, your relationship with them.
Yeah, I don't mean real people like other but like I perceive them to be more together than me.
Yeah.
And it's I have a problem with that. I always say that Tom taught me how to be a person because he kind of taught me how to behave in those situations a little.
That's why I love her.
Yeah, that's your normal.
Because with Khalyla, I can go, we're going to go to this party, and I know that she is going to be able to handle herself. Sometimes she doesn't want to go.
Well, I never want to go, but I also will show up. He has this thing about showing up to places empty-handed.
Yeah.
And like culturally, like that's not allowed for like being, even for like a Filipino and stuff. Like you just gotta bring your offering. And he's like, no, we can show. I haven't seen he hadn't seen his family in like gone together in 15 years for Thanksgiving. I was like, you're gonna walk through that door with nothing in your hand?
Because there's a part of me, and it's gonna sound so gross.
Say it.
I'm gonna say
Love
something.
it.
I'm about to say the grossest thing I've ever said.
All right, cool.
But I told her, I go, just by me showing up.
Got it.
Yeah, he says his presence alone is a gift.
I agree. I agree with you.
Because I know that they don't think, because since I never show up, ever, right? Just by me, they don't think I'm coming to San Diego. Like, why would he drive down, right? So in my head, I'm like, if I walk in the door, they're going to be like, oh my God, he showed up.
Yeah, it's huge.
But then that's very, fuck it. No, I believe that.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That's what I believe, Bryce.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I drove down there. I don't need thank you.
How much do you hate them, your family? Like, do you hate them?
No, I have a love for them.
Oh, really?
Because the thing is that my cousins, even on both sides, more on my mom's side, some of them are the creatures of the night, like I am. Like, we're fucked up.
Which is why we have trouble deciding if we should procreate. Because there's a lot of violence and drug addiction on my side too. Violence, I mean like murders.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my mom turned out to be the only sane sibling out of 10. Right. The only sane one. Wow. So 9 out of her 10 are really fucking off.
And then this side?
There's a lot of violence.
The cousin that we went to see, one of them, her mom and my dad don't get, they're brother and sister. And my dad, the last time they saw each other, my dad tried to kill her with a butter knife.
Shit, man.
Yeah, so he jumped out. I remember him jumping across the table, trying to cut her.
At a dinner party.
And I was maybe 12.
Well, how much of this? Okay, but your parents are immigrant too, yeah?
My mom, yeah, and then my dad's side, he worked for the U.S. government as like some agent of the government. So he's got some murderous thing going on there, I'm assuming. Yeah. But my mom's they're all out of their fucking minds. They're crazy Filipinos.
Crazy. But her dad is white.
Yeah, but my dad is a white guy.
Which is crazier than all.
It's my favorite kind.
But he was very calm and collected and intelligent and a really kind man.
Right.
So I think that offset a lot of my mom's insane genetics.
Because most serial killers are white males, right? Mm-hmm, like you guys go bonkers.
They go.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's creativity.
Is that right?
I really do believe it's creativity. Here's what it is ethnic people, we like to do it at one time. Mass murders.
Sure.
Like Cho Sung-wi from Virginia Tech, for instance. Okay? He shows up. I'm not bragging about it. I hated him.
I know.
But he does it at one time. It's called Asian work ethic. I'm going to get as much as I can. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I die, whatever, But white people, when they kill, they get creative, like, I want to see how long.
Yeah.
Right?
And they drop hints.
They're the ones that write riddles. They do the riddles with the blood.
Yeah, the riddles.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's so silly.
Yeah, and then they also do creative things with the body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mutilation.
Yeah.
Ed Gein, he made lampshades out of human skin.
Right.
Right? Which...
Arts and crafts.
It's called arts and crafts, yeah. That's creative. Yeah. In fact, Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs is derived from Ed Gein, so they inspire art.
Love that movie so much.
Yeah.
Culture.
You do.
I've seen that thing maybe 30 times in my life.
Same here.
Start to finish, too. If it's on, I have to watch it.
It's an evergreen movie.
God.
My brother, a couple of months ago, called me, because he has my iTunes account, too. He goes, you know what movie I saw was Silence of the Lambs again. Wow, what a great movie. It really is.
Oh my God. Well, you know
strong.
what? Because it taps into like a woman's primal fear of like, can you help me with this couch? And then she's like, I don't want to be rude and say no, which is like every woman's dilemma. You know, like I hate to be perceived as unfriendly, and then the next thing you know, you're in a motherfucker's
She did it the wrong way. She went butt in first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't do that.
Well, I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you go back. You're lifting, right?
Yeah.
I'm lifting your couch. I be the one go backwards. I have to go backwards.
No.
No, you're going backwards.
I'm not doing a deep squat for you, sir. That's a fucking deep squat to be able to, lunge. No way.
And I'm not strong. Do I look strong?
Yeah,
I'm not strong.
And she's a politician's daughter.
Yeah.
She should know better.
Yeah.
And here's another thing.
Is it racist?
No, it's...
Are you going to say the N-word? Go ahead.
No, it was just a weird casting, right? Because she looked completely different than...
Frederica Bimble. Is that her name? Yeah, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You've seen that movie that many times?
So many times.
Yeah.
That's her name?
Yeah.
I'm pretty... Or Frederica Bimble was the first girl who got killed.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Oh, fuck.
But I remember this.
Who doesn't?
It's my favorite move. When he pulled... because when she's screaming...
Yeah.
He goes... He starts screaming too. Oh, my God.
He mimics her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
And then there's fingernails in the well.
Yeah.
Yes, real.
Before we get to that, we have a wonderful sponsor.
Linen.
Oh.
Linen.
What?
Linen. Brooklinen, guys. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'll probably say it in the future. The only sheets that Tom Segura and Christina use, the only sheets that Khalyla, Goon, and Bobby Lee use is Brooklinen sheets. Do you know why? That's where kings and queens sleep.
Yep. That's true.
But for a low, affordable price.
Oh, wow.
The sheets are so satisfying. Muy delicious.
Yummy.
Muy comprehendo. Por favor. It's the best. It's like sleeping on angel skin. Wow. Not that I condone skinning an angel.
But it's like that.
But it's just like that. Yeah. It really is the only sheets we use in the house. Tell them about it.
Our Brooklinen sheets are the best and most comfortable sheets we've ever slept on. Now it's time for your upgrade. Brooklinen.com is giving an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get $20 off and free shipping when you use the promo code TigerBelly at Brooklinen.com. Brooklinen is so confident in their product that all their sheets, comforters, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. The only way to get $20 off and free shipping is to use the promo code TigerBelly at Brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Promo code TigerBelly. Brooklinen. Muy delicioso. Now back to the show.
Dude, Brooklinen, we love it. So delicious.
Christina, don't you love Brooklinen?
I sleep on them. They sponsor your mom's house as well. So
do they?
You know what I love about Brooklinen?
What?
In the summertime, keeps you cool. Wintertime, keeps you warm.
Is that what you say in the thing?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
That's true. It's great. They're great sheets.
Do you guys also have, what else? What's that wallet
Go ahead.
We have Ridge wallets.
You have a Ridge wallet?
No, and I heard you on your episode.
You want one?
I'd love to have one.
Get her a Ridge wallet.
Let me look at
blue
it.
one.
Yeah, get her a blue one.
Do you exercise?
Here.
I know. I hate it. I do it because I have to, so I don't die.
Doesn't he look like a man who works out a lot?
Yes.
Look at that. Look at those arms.
That's so fancy.
Well, let's see if one's in here, though.
Let's see.
Is there one in here?
So fancy.
Oh my gosh, we have. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
Wow.
Comes with a screw, the whole thing.
And I heard it helps prevent credit card.
Yeah.
Theft,
RDF,
yeah.
Here, this is for you.
Oh, thanks, Mommy. Wow.
Okay, tell her about your workout.
Yeah, what do you do
regimen.
for fitness?
Nothing. I'm coagulating my blood. I'm doing a contest.
What do you mean?
I'm just to see if I can have the most coagulated blood, where it just doesn't move. Like it just. Yeah, I don't exercise. I don't do anything of yoga. I don't do anything physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
would
hardly
you,
move.
Okay. Would you rather? You know what an Iron Man is, right?
Love it.
I did
saw all three movies.
2 sprint
I saw all 3
Ironmans.
movies.
So ridiculous.
I really did. I saw the third one wasn't that good though.
It wasn't. But
Wait, you've done?
I've done 2 sprint Ironmans. One when I was 12, and the next when I was 14. But they were sprint Ironmans, so they're a way shorter version of it.
So walk me through what that is.
It was terrible for me. My mom forced me into it because I was a swimmer, and she thought, well, you'll be ahead of the pack. You'll finish first in the swim, and then you can just, race your way home. I'm like, the whole racing thing, that's a fucking 40, 50-mile bike ride.
Wait. So walk me through it. So it's 40 to 50-mile bike ride.
So I think it's a mile swim.
Okay.
It's a 40-kilometer bike ride, and then it's a 10K run, which really isn't so bad compared to the real Ironman.
Which is what, double that?
I think it's like quadruple that.
That's
or triple
fucking
that.
insane.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
But I was 12, and a one-legged man beat me. I'm not kidding. This isn't a joke.
What?
My first one, I came in, my sister and she did a relay, so her team won. And I came out, it was an international one, and she and I came out 4th and 5th on the swim. I mean, we were jamming. We were out of there. We were like, whoa,
yeah,
this is a fucking lead. And I got on the bike, and I crashed. Because I really wasn't I had never trained to bike. I just always biked around my neighborhood. Didn't even have the correct road bike. And then a one-legged man raced past me.
Imagine crashing on your bike.
In the run, too. He didn't beat me on the bike because he had one of those special bikes made for him. In the run, he beat me. I was so exhausted. I had never trained for one. I was only a swimmer.
Whatever your mom made you do.
My mom was wild. I was her racehorse.
I can't believe your mom didn't kill you after the fucking.
She did.
If you were my daughter and a one-legged man beat you, I would leave you at the race.
And I remember there was on TV, there was this channel called like Star Sports, and they did a little montage of the sprint Ironman. They were like, and one of the most inspirational finishes was that of a 12-year-old, a split screen with a one-legged guy beating. I swear on my life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would have done drugs right then and there.
I know.
And then
it was so much shame.
then every Sunday on the local TV, you saw me with like my little cornrows because that's how I would compete in.
Yeah.
And with braces, and I'm like, if I can finish, you can do it too. Every Sunday, like fucking public access TV.
We have
bullshit.
to find that.
Dude,
And
your
it was
mom's
so embarrassing.
evil.
I'm like, a one-legged man beat me. How are you thinking that's even remotely inspirational?
Oh my god.
What if a no-legged man beat you? That'd be
I'd kill myself.
like you're on the side of the road, and because back then they had no prosthetics. It was just like on his body like a worm man.
Wait, did he have a prosthetic?
He didn't have a prosthetic.
What do you mean
Wait, hold on. He did have a prosthetic. I forget. But he was one of those guys that was so famous because he had just done one of those like 40-mile treks across the fucking Grand. One of those guys. The inspirational guys.
I hate those people. Don't you hate them?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
I know.
Stop doing it.
I hate like when they're blind and they can play the piano.
Oh,
Right?
I
Because it's like
know.
bragging. It is. It's like, listen, there's something
know.
that I don't have eyes, and yet I can do this 10 times better than you.
Yeah.
And they're always grateful. They're like, well, I may not have the gift of vision, but I can play the piano by ear. My hearing's stronger. You're like, "God damn."
Yeah.
And they have like
God damn it.
echolocation like dolphins. Have you seen that guy, that blind guy? He just goes. He makes like dolphin sounds, and it bounces back on him, so he can drive and bicycle blind.
Yeah.
I swear, he was on Oprah.
Yeah.
He has eco because like in beluga whales and dolphins
Yeah.
and certain types
God.
of like of these ocean mammals, they have this thing called a melon, and
Yeah.
it's for echolocation. So
What
when
he
they
ha-
make
what he has.
certain sounds, the sound
There it is.
there it is.
There it
the
is.
sound bounces back. So they have
Dora
full
shows up.
spatial-
What?
I find him, please.
We will.
So he drives blind.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
I know he doesn't. He bicycles blind.
If I see a movie like that, I root against him. Like in my
Yeah.
left foot when he's painting with, I want to chop that
Fuck
left foot.
that.
Fuck
You know,
that
that's
guy.
a
Fuck
great
that movie.
movie.
Yeah.
I won't see it. My friends, I won't
Why?
fucking see it because it's a goddamn bummer, and I don't want to be bummed out.
It's not a bummer.
Well, it's an inspirational bummer.
But you know what? He
It's
was
shit that it's shit that white people like. No, white people love these fucking inspirational bummer movies.
No, stop.
Yeah, I'm not watching it.
No, yeah. Well, let me just say
The guy that has AIDS and then he,
Yeah.
goes and cures cancer. I can't do it. My heart is too.
I know.
Too
but-
emotional.
but I'll tell you why my left foot.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, just listen. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just that it's not. Fuck the story.
Okay.
It's where you first go, oh, that's the greatest actor of all time.
This is Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah, clearly.
Right. So that
Clearly.
you watch it because of his performance. He's so good in that movie.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know who he was before that, right?
Right.
This is before Last of the Mohicans when he was a star. So here's this young actor. He was in Gandhi. I'd seen him in a couple of things, but supporting roles. But he, you literally thought number one, it was what disease did he have?
Cerebral
Maybe
palsy.
muscular. Did he have cerebral palsy?
Cerebral palsy,
palsy,
right?
yeah.
Cerebral palsy, right?
Christ, yeah.
So you think,
Yeah.
well, he has cerebral palsy. You go, oh, they found a cerebral palsy actor. But then when you turns out it was just a regular dude, right?
he's doing that.
And he's doing it. It's
crazy.
pretty mind blowing.
You know
Pretty
what movie
mind-blowing.
I hate
What?
Yes, go ahead.
that never resonated
I
with
love
me?
this.
What? Rudy.
Is Rudy.
I never saw that. That's a white bummer too, isn't that?
Everyone loves it except for me because I feel
Fuck
like
Rudy.
he didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
Now he's just short. Is that what his thing is? Is that what that is about?
Well, he's a short,
football.
not very athletic, persistent kid who wanted to play football for Notre Dame.
Okay.
And so he just did everything he could to finally be allowed to play one game, which
How
is like the end of the
annoying.
movie.
And how annoying. And did he ruin the team? Like, did he not?
He lost.
No, he
Championship.
inspired the play. Like, here's what it. Here's
God.
in Rocky, for instance. You know when Ivan Drago
Yes.
kills
Remember?
Apollo Creed.
Apollo
Apollo,
Creed.
yeah.
Yeah.
You and then Rocky trains to beat this guy that's unbeatable.
Yeah.
There's suspense,
I like the Rocky movies. I do.
right?
too.
He goes
Yeah.
into a log cabin in the snow.
Dude, that was fucking rad.
Yeah.
And he's
Right, and
pulling logs
pulling
and
shit. Right,
Yeah, dude.
right.
Yeah, bro. Get it.
And at the end of the movie, he overcomes this impossible task,
Yeah.
and he becomes a winner.
yeah.
In Rudy, okay, here's a guy. We see his journey.
Yeah.
He plays the last 10 seconds, of a football game.
Okay.
That's the ending of the movie.
And then they chant, Rudy, Rudy.
He doesn't do anything special.
Oh, so okay.
But he does inspire his team.
Who gives a fuck, man?
Yeah, that's what.
But I almost feel like they just
Get your shit
sort
together.
of like.
What?
Yeah, I mean, he was never a standout.
Make a movie called Joey, the captain of the team. I want to see Joey.
Who won the championship.
Yeah, who won the championship.
The winner.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Fuck Rudy.
Yeah, fuck Rudy.
Because in every movie there is a Rudy, but we don't see them in the movie. You know why? They're unimportant. Right. In every movie, in any movie that you see, right?
There's a Rudy.
If you see even Mission Impossible, there are CIA agents that aren't good.
Right.
But they're not in the movie.
But you're saying Rudy should have been the mascot.
Yeah, but here's the difference. There's
Like,
the difference between being an underdog and just being straight up unqualified.
Word.
Like, you can be an underdog and work your way to a point of being a success in that team. He wasn't that. They just passed the ball to him once and he played 10 minutes. It's just so his dad could be happy and say his son was on the football roster. Damn. And I'm like, you were never supposed to even be here. A lot of people just were nice about it.
Yeah, he kind of bullied his way in, it sounds like.
He kind of did.
Let's just say that. Let's say that. Let's say that.
That's what it sounds like.
You know
Yeah.
what really pissed me off?
He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Like if it was a chick thing, right? Like I imagine myself, because I was an athlete. If there were girls like that who were never as good, but somehow thought that they were supposed to be where I was at.
Entitled.
Yeah.
I
I'm
agree.
like, no, dude. I have real athleticism.
And you work hard.
And I work hard at it. And this person thinks that she's allowed on my team.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No,
on my relay.
Now, okay, on this tangent, I'm going to get a lot of hatred on this.
Yeah.
I don't like fat models.
Here we go. This is exactly what.
This is why you bring her here.
This is why we're bringing her here.
Why
Okay,
you bring
good.
Christina here.
Fuck you, Christina.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I believe that those women who are models, they're genetically gifted, okay? God gives everybody, or whoever, Yahweh, Krishna, gives you gifts. That's their gift, to be tall and hot and freakishly skinny, and that's the fucking thing. And clothes look great on them for whatever reason. Is it a cultural norm? Yes. So that's great. So let that hot chick be hot. Don't take that away from her and give it to fucking fat broads. I'm serious, because it doesn't look as good. Let's be honest.
Right.
And it's not healthy to be overweight. It's not a good thing.
Can I ask you?
Why are we
I'm
fucking
gonna ask you a
celebrating
couple
every
questions.
asshole?
Do you know? Do you know who Cindy Crawford is?
Stunning.
Yeah. Do you know who Kate Moss is?
Of course.
Right. Name me one plus size model. Well, they lose. They're already losing.
Boo.
Yeah.
She's giving me double.
Don't do that. Don't do
double
that.
thumbs.
Don't do
Double
double.
hot
Just do
dog,
one.
thumbs down.
Yeah. Don't do double. Yeah.
No, because it's special. Being a model is special. They
Yeah.
have to stay skinny. They have to stay hot.
Yeah.
It's not fair. You get to eat, chili dogs and be a supermodel. No.
Do you know?
And you know what?
It's
They're
not
kind of
fair.
psychologically broken too. You know, I have a friend. Well, she's in our friend. She's in the porn industry. She was
Yeah.
like, "Do you know how fit I have to stay? That's a big stressor in my life." She's like, "I have to go to this fucking strip club. I can't eat this giant bowl of chili whenever the fuck I want to."
That's right.
Like, it's something that's constantly in her mind, and that is the price they have to pay.
It's a gift, and they work hard at it. It's not easy. I've never modeled, but I watch America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, me too.
So you know.
Do you know? Do you know
The
who
struggle's real.
Tony Thornburg is?
No.
Oh, Bobby's favorite.
My favorite. Tony
Who's that?
Thornburg is a half Asian, half Swedish male model.
Okay.
I want to suck his dick.
Really?
I would suck his dick.
May I see him, please?
Yeah.
Oh dear God, that's a good one.
Wow. Let me see. He looks like
Looks like a painting.
he's
does.
kind of like a young Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Now let me say
He's a
something.
Gilbert. I don't.
Now, if
I'll get you that sweater. I'll get you that sweater.
if you were going to if you were going to
upset are you
sell
about
menswear, right?
Yeah,
You're a
that's the
company,
guy.
right?
That's
Would
right.
you have
That's right.
right? Would you have this guy,
Right.
right, or me?
Right.
Well, don't do that. Don't do it that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know what? You would if it was up
Yeah.
between him and
Yeah,
I,
he's fucking stunning.
and I got the call, you got it.
Yeah.
I'd just be like,
Forfeit?
Why?
is this a prank? What the fuck?
Why? Right. Now, conversely, if they want to cast the next sitcom and they need the funniest fucking guy in the room, are they going to call this guy?
They do. They
The
always
hot
do.
guy.
They always do.
The hot guy?
They always do.
No,
Yeah,
they
but they're
don't.
going to hire you because
Yeah.
that's your gift. That's
I
your
know
talent.
some
That's your
sitcoms
thing.
where, like for instance, I don't want to say any names, but we have a guy that was on this show who auditioned for a sitcom pilot. This guy is one of the funniest dudes, Mexican dudes I've ever seen. He's young.
Oh, yeah.
He auditioned for the show, and then I go, you got it right? And he goes, no, dude, they gave it to the good-looking guy. When I don't care what this good-looking guy looks like, there's no way he's as talented as this kid.
Well, no shit. And let's put that good-looking guy in fucking Peoria, Illinois, across from the race car track next to the Black Girl Strip Club for a week. And let's see if he can do, 6 shows and make people laugh.
Right.
That's
or
the
go
difference.
to Lake Tahoe with Howie Nave or whatever his name is, right? And do 14 shows. Yeah, there's no way.
That's what's up.
But that's what not Hollywood doesn't do that. Hollywood, right, just drives me crazy.
That's right, yeah.
There's be real.
I am being real.
There is a disconnect.
Yeah.
Between, just look at. When I see, let me just say something.
Go ahead.
When I see that you and Tom or whoever has a Netflix special,
you're like,
and I go,
why?
Wow. No, I go, oh, it. When I heard Joey Diaz got one, I said to myself,
on the same one.
He's
right?
on the Degenerates.
Yeah.
Yes, half hours. Degenerates. Go ahead on Netflix streaming now.
Yeah. Cut that out.
Okay.
Edit that out.
Edit that out.
Dare you?
Note that. But there's sometimes when you go, who's that?
Yeah, I agree.
Who this?
Yeah.
Right? It's like some guy there's no connect. There's a disconnect.
Oh, you're getting me all fired up.
You know,
man.
I know.
I'm talking about this.
When people
fucking
get
thing.
things, and it's like whoever the network guy is, whoever they approve, and then you see guys that you legitimately deserve it, right?
Yes.
They have the look, they have the ethnicity, or whatever they might have, but they have it, and they never get anything. It just drives me fucking crazy.
But as you know, because you've been in this business long enough, after a while, that shit disappears. Correct? The blips, the people that get stuff that's kind of unmerited. Very, very infrequently does it happen where somebody can kind of rise to that and stay there. So the cream always rises, and all that fucking bullshit will go away.
You think so?
All the time, 100%.
Yeah.
It's happened time and time again, and that's why somebody like you can work as long as you have.
But the cream, though, sometimes doesn't rise.
Not true. Who do you know that? Well, we won't say names.
I'm going to name because it's a positive thing.
Go ahead.
Right. I believe that Rick Ingram deserves something.
Oh yeah.
And
Definitely.
Because I watch him every night, and I said to myself, yeah, he's a plain-looking white dude who's kind of like slouchy, right?
Right.
And he has no backbone, really. He's just no shoulders. He's just like he walks
You're really
around.
selling him.
No, he walks around like I have no bones, or my bones are brittle, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's always like, "How are you?" He's like, "Pretty good," but my daughter, or what? You know what I mean? It's always kind of like a little negative. And he used to be just a riff guy, right? He used to be a guy that just, what do you do for a living? And then he would do a bit, right? But now he's working hard to just have an act. He's a really funny guy, and he may or may not get anything. And there's probably 50 guys I can name that are like that I go, that because of the time that we live in now, where it's like just a plain old white guy, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be harder.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, male white depression. Yeah. Are you fucking boo-hooing for the white guys right now, Bobby?
You know what? I am.
No, I know. There's a lot of very talented people that are being kind of on the outskirts because they are unfortunately white guys right now.
Yeah, it's not like it's like if racism reversed and black people were lynching white people.
Right.
I wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? Yeah, finally. Or you know what I mean? It'd be like it's a sad thing.
Of course.
I want everyone to work.
Of course.
Right? I think that, throughout show business, ethnics like myself and you, I guess. In the late 90s, Abby set up a meeting with ICM with me, and they looked at me from across the table and said, "We think you're funny." They go, "We can't sign you because you'll never work."
Oh, Jesus.
And I go, "What do you mean?"
Christ.
He's like, "It's just your type. It's like you're never gonna work."
And now look.
I know. My point though is
Hilarious.
that, but that I don't like it either way.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and here's the truth about our business, okay? I have people say to me, "Isn't it great that female comedians are now equal and everything's great?" I go, listen, that's not the truth. If you look at who's actually generating tickets and who's really working, there's like 5 female acts, really. And then it's the numbers are always the same, but if there's one big female comic, they go, well, there's Amy Schumer, and you're like, bitch, that's one. Now, don't worry about it. I know you're worried because you're like, the white guys are losing control.
Yeah, I'm very worried.
And no, don't worry. Don't worry. The white. Here's the truth. This is a fucking. I think it's kind of a fad, like everything else in our business, and the pendulum's going to come back, and all the white guys will have their shit again. That's my prediction.
You really think that?
Yeah, I do.
don't think so.
How happy you look. I don't like you nodding like that.
Yeah, I don't like the way you're nodding.
Hey, man.
I don't think so.
Hey, man.
I think it's gonna.
Well, because it's
gonna level out.
It's gonna level out. Right now, we're being there's so much going on in society that the pendulum is all the way on one side, and then it'll come back.
And to be truth be told, I think that it had to swing the other side.
Of course, change.
Right, change. It also we've done a lot of proving, like Wonder Woman, #1 movie, female, Crazy Rich Asians was the #1 movie, right? We had to show Hollywood that no, it was a little skewed. In fact, if I see a billboard of a show coming out and it's all white people, I do mock at it. Like, for instance, that Irish show with the kids that's on ABC. It was The Kids Are All Right. Yeah, that's about a Boston family. I get that, right?
Yeah.
But when it's like, like that show Manifest, to me, they're like, oh, are there ethnics on there? I don't know. I can't tell. It does make me go, I get weirded out about it a little bit.
Well, you know what's really fascinating, and what Netflix has proven to viewing habits and such, is that you don't have to be a white person to watch a white show. You don't have to be an Asian person to watch an Asian show. Like, if you look at Crazy Rich Asians, I don't think white people or black people are like, I'm not going to see that because it's all Asian.
Wait, you watch Korean dramas?
Love Korean dramas.
Yeah.
Hello, My 20s.
I started Hello, My 20s. Is that when the roommates, the girls, and then one of them is kind of like being out?
Yes.
Yes, I watched the first couple
Season
episodes.
Season 2 gets even nuttier.
There's a season 2. Okay.
Is it good?
Do you watch Hyori?
I'm sorry?
Hyori's Bed and Breakfast?
No, but I will. Let me write that down.
It's a reality show. It's basically, she used to be like the Britney Spears of Korea.
Oh, I like that.
And then she and her husband moved to Jeju Island, where they have a house and they open up their doors for a bed and breakfast. And they have like 16 dogs.
You told me about this, yeah.
But see, this proves my point. Like, the way that television was created is that, well, we got to make shows geared towards certain demographics. The male 13 to whatever 20-year-old is going to only watch Tom Green on MTV. It's not true.
Right.
Because you've got people watching all kinds of shit. If it's good, you're going to fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Ooh, another great one. A
Regardless.
good Korean cop drama is called Live.
Okay.
It's on Netflix too.
See,
I don't know if it's Live or Live.
See, why do we know all this stuff? Because it's good. It's
yeah,
silly.
it's just good. I watch anything in any language.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, but I have to defend the Midwest here for a second.
Go ahead.
Wow.
In a negative way.
In a surprising
way. I have to defend it in a negative way.
Is that still dumb Americans, right? Will not watch anything that has subtitles in it.
Yeah, I got to be honest. Sometimes I'm too tired to read TV. I'll be like, I can't read TV right now.
That's how they remake things. Like if it's a like they remade what's that vampire one that I like? Let the Right One In.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What did you see? Which one did you see? The American
The one with
version or the
Chloe
Swedish
Moretz?
one?
It's an old ass. That's an old ass thing.
Did you see the European version?
Yeah, dude, like a million years ago.
Yeah. They made a white one, the American one.
A white one.
They're both white, but they made an American one.
Oh, cool.
They remade La Femme Nikita, which was
fucking love
the original one, right? With Luc Besson.
Yes.
But they remade it into, an American version.
They did the Departed.
Oh yeah.
Is an Asian movie called Infernal Affair.
Yeah. So they do that a lot. So and it works. I mean, people go.
Except for Old Boy.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Old Boy
that
was
so good.
But the remake I heard wasn't very good, right?
With what's his name? Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Spike Lee.
Battle Royale.
Oh my God, one of the
Great.
best.
Yeah, I heard
they couldn't remake that though.
Never. No, never.
People go, it's like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
No, Hunger Games.
It's not like Hunger Games.
It's not like
No.
anyone listening right now. All right, I know you guys. You sometimes hear me, and you like the Ruin Brothers. You guys downloaded that album. We have these friends from England, that did TigerBelly. They're a band called Ruin Brothers, two brothers. They sound like Roy Orbison. They're so good.
Amazing.
But if you want to listen to me right now, one of the best movies I've ever. It's a great movie. It's called Battle Royale, the original one. They did 3 movies, I think, but to watch the first one, it's so good.
Oh, it's so good. And it was like unlike anything else that came out at the time. Because I remember seeing it, I think it was in the late 90s, right? And I was like, whoa, dude.
It was crazy, bloody.
Yeah.
And it was just the premise of it is, I guess it's like future Japan. Not that far, like it's not Blade Runner future. But it's in the and the Japanese youth is out of control.
Yeah.
So they do a lottery system where if you're in the bottom of the classes that are misbehaving, you get thrown into this lottery system where if you win it, you have to do a reality show called Battle Royale, and it's basically your class goes on an island, and they film it as a show, and you have to kill each other until one person's standing. It's fucking rad.
Do you think a young Bobby Lee would have done Battle Royale? You would have been.
You would have been
picked?
there. Babe.
I would have been one of the guys because people died even before they got on the island. Remember?
Yeah.
I'd be one of those.
In transit.
yeah.
You die in transit.
I'm a transit guy. Yeah,
Transit
for
death.
Sure. Because I'm going to be the one that's going to be like, no, fuck this. We're not doing this. And
That's me too. Yeah.
They shoot me in the head, you know. But I think that if we were on an island, right, and it was the same rules.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with ourselves right now. Who do you think? So us 6. Who would be the first to die?
Or who would be the first?
I think
to
you have
kill?
a really thick hide.
I'll go with the tallest
Like
people.
an arrow wouldn't penetrate you.
What? Because I'm fat?
No, you have like rhino hide.
Yeah,
No,
thank you.
You have
Really?
how do you
Yeah,
say it in
yeah,
Korean? Tantane.
Yeah, tantane.
Like very
Tantane.
like thick skin.
I have thick skin. Yeah. I'm tight.
Like if you scratch him, he doesn't feel anything.
Is that,
Or if I get a wound, it just heals back up like Wolverine. Yeah.
now, are you prone to eczema?
No.
No, he has
Oh.
perfect baby skin on his back.
Touch
it's
my
really
skin.
annoying.
Be real. How soft it is.
Soft like a
I'm
little
evolved.
dolphin.
Thank
okay,
you.
so who dies? Who dies first?
Who dies first, do you think?
No, the
What do we all
these
look
guys
over?
are tall.
Yeah.
Oh, see, the men can overpower us. I don't know how strong you are.
Yeah.
I have really good stamina.
She does have a good
big word.
stamina.
And I have.
I feel like
Wait, are we trying to kill each other? Or
yeah,
are we
so
trying
everyone
to survive?
everyone has what kind of weapons do we have?
Okay, no,
Whatever.
let's not do without the rifles. We'll just do hand-to-hand
Well,
combat.
what about what's in this room? Whatever you can find in this room.
You get one thing in this room, right? So you get a pencil. What the fuck?
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bottle.
no.
Easy.
Oh yeah, I can make this into a shard
Yeah, dude.
of glass, a knife.
You seen West Side Story?
Yeah.
Give me. I'll just take one.
He's
of the,
a taekwondo. He's a karate
I'll
kid.
take one of the sticks, the tripods.
Damn.
I think I'll be the first to die. If I'm thinking about it, I think I would be.
But I feel like you would.
I think you would just tire out.
No,
like
it's not that. I wouldn't be able to
mid-fisticuffs.
You would
kill
try
any.
to, no, you would try to create alliances like Survivor. You'd like pull people aside. Like you try to get us to fight each other.
I'll give you more money for TigerBelly. I'll give you more percentage.
Yeah.
But you go to Bree, Bryce, and George all separately to say that.
Yeah.
You're
You
right.
get more merch money.
He might be the last to live because you're going to use your smarts.
The cunning.
But have you guys ever seen like a Royal Rumble in WWE? You got to stay on the outer fringes first. You can't engage first because then you're just out no matter how strong you are. I'm running the opposite direction. And when you're the last one living and you're looking after me, I will have been well rested somewhere in a cave. And then you'll be tired from fighting fucking 5 people. And then I will shank you right in your fucking eyeball.
the winner is Khalyla Coon.
Wow.
Strategy.
You won.
You know what my fear is? I'm on an island and I'm fucking walking around and I see a cave and I walk in the cave and Bryce and Khalyla are in there. He has her bent over a rock.
You're telling me in the middle of a battle royale, she's gonna cheat on you?
And I'll go, Bryce!
Hey, Bob, I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
You know, I'm starting to realize something
What?
about you. I
What?
think you're a true cuck. I think that
What is a cuck?
You want to
He
catch her
always-
having sex with other men.
Yeah, I think that he always brings up these situations where he finds me having sex with whoever the hell's in the
No,
room
Bryce.
at that time.
It's always Bryce.
No, it's always whoever you've mentioned.
If
many
you
names.
had sex with him, I would be like keeling over laughing. I go, did you hit your head on a cliff?
but But also part of that your cuck fantasy is the fact that you do like Bryce a lot.
Oh, it is.
Wait a minute. Does he have to like
What is
the
that?
guy?
Yeah, he has to like them.
Yeah,
he has to have some. He has to feel sort of semi-attracted to
Listen.
them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And now, do they
Yeah.
have an encounter too, or he just watches?
What?
you?
You feel cornered? Yeah. Listen, Bryce.
I don't know how he chooses them.
Listen,
but
Bryce.
He does like Bryce.
A lot.
In terms of the TigerBelly family,
Oh my god.
In front of me and George.
so the TigerBelly family is what? 8 people? Is it? How many people is it?
I mean,
4? No. No, not 4. We have cameramen too.
a lot. Yeah.
And also, Bryce turned me on to so
16.
many things in life. He turned me on to Stardew Valley, which is a game that I obsessed over. Bryce doesn't have. He's not combative in any kind
He's
of
not
way.
Verbally,
Antagonist.
he's not an
Like you
antagonist.
try
Yes,
to like.
I guess he likes the doormats.
Yeah, he's more of a doormat.
You're not a
Yeah,
doormat,
yeah, more of a
right?
doormat, right?
Sorry.
More of a doormat.
Yeah. When you smile, I see more gums. I love gums. Yeah, I love to see your gingivitis. Okay? You're tall. You know what you remind me of is what's that painter from the 50s? Rockwell.
Yes. No.
Norman
Bryce,
Rockwell.
First
painting.
of all, very rare to actually meet somebody named Bryce. Very white.
You know, I know a Filipino named Bryce.
Really?
Yeah, but I also know a Filipino name like Archie and all the Greek names.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Archie.
Romel.
Ramel, yeah.
Romel.
Yeah, Filipinos have great names. Greatest names on earth are Filipinos.
Give me some weird ones.
Queen Elizabeth. I already
that's
told
the
you.
weirdest
What are you
one.
talking about?
Manny Pacquiao's,
Manny Pacquiao's
daughter.
daughter's name is Queen Elizabeth.
Fucking rat.
Fucking
He
awesome.
was one of the greatest monarchs
Great, you're
in
right,
Yeah.
right.
history.
Right, and then
Truly.
I have a friend named Twinkle. That's her government name is Twinkle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My cousin's name is Chick Chick.
Yeah, chick. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
love
then my
chick
other
chick.
cousin's name is Krokotok.
That seems so fake.
Well, you know what?
Krokotok.
It's Krokotok. Yeah.
That's a thing about names that we've forgotten, right? The fun of it.
Yeah.
And I think as Americans, we should name our kids stuff that
Fun
you really
things.
want to. So
You know,
mine
my
would be.
sister's name is Honey. That's her government name.
That's
Yeah.
nice though. That's
My first kid, if I had it my way, first dilithium crystal. Because I love, I'm a big Star Trek fan. In fact, the first 3 I would name off of Star
Crystal
Trek.
Lee.
dilithium. Crystal.
Dilithium crystal.
Crystal is a second name.
Crystal's a slut.
yeah,
yeah.
really not.
Yeah.
Um,
Not for
10 forward.
10 Ford.
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
forward. That's where the bar is where Guinan it works. Whoopi Goldberg's character.
Okay.
I would also. I'm a big X-Men fan, so Adamantium Steel would be one.
Adamantium.
I don't know.
Adam for short.
Adam for
No,
sure.
adamantium.
Adamantium.
Yeah.
First name, yeah.
Yeah. You don't know what adamantium steel is?
No,
It's the
dude.
steel that they infused Wolverine's bodies
Wolverine.
with.
The claws that come out.
Hey, Christina, beat it, nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
tired. Come on.
Yeah. I would name one real racist,
Really?
Hmm.
so that when people said his name, they wouldn't feel guilty. Ching Chong. I think Ching Chong.
Ching
would be,
Chong Lee.
Ching Chong,
yeah.
Ching Chong.
So hey, Ching Chong. Hey, don't be racist. No, that's his name.
Ching Chong.
Right?
Your child live with that.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys would have great children.
You think so?
Yes, I think we need to stop overthinking it and just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
What do you have? You have tweets. You
I
if
got
it
there's
doesn't-
kids.
something's going on in showbiz. This is a showbiz thing. I got.
If it doesn't turn out well, can we drop it off at your doorstep?
No, I'm all full. I got 2 dogs, 2 babies.
You don't want to
a
raise this
husband.
psychotic Asian baby?
Here's the thing, because I got cray cray in my family. I come from a long line of nutbaggery, and then Tommy's got his stuff too. I do think that nurture can overcome nature, and you guys are nice, loving people. I don't see why you can't make it happen. Just
Yeah.
they can be so different too. My first kid is a wild man, like he's Eastern European. He's gonna
Yeah.
fucking put a brick in it and be a skateboarder and like, yeah. And the other
Yeah.
one's nice, social, smiley.
Yeah,
What's up, guys?
sensitive.
Are we
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
So 2 different temperaments.
Wow.
You got to try twice then. You can't just have
Yeah,
one.
bang bang, and do it. Soon,
Unless the
soon.
first
we
one's already
killed
perfect.
2, so that was the 2.
Yeah.
They're always they're perfect. But just go bang bang. Just do it. It's gonna be a hard few years, and then I think it gets better. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be great for you.
I have to tell you. No, 3 is my kid's 3. The older one, it's fucking rad. It's so much fun, especially if you're childish and you like to play.
Yeah, yeah.
And you want to relive the fun parts of childhood. It's rad. I mean, my house now is like Christmas. Fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Do you
it
do the
big.
whole like Christmas town and all of that?
Girl, I did a whole Santa's Village. It lights up.
Wow.
I got my tree up. Like I'm all about it.
Those are the things that when I think about wanting kids, it's because I want to give them that. My Christmases, my dad was always very elaborate. He would hire my uncle to pretend to be Santa on the roof. You know, like make sounds at midnight, do just the whole thing. And it was so fun for me. So now I always have always the warm fuzzies around Christmas time. He never had Christmas.
What? But the Koreans are Christian.
No, my dad go, Merry Christmas, and he gave me like $300. I go, great, weed.
Oh.
Like I got weed.
So did you do Christmas for him?
I tried to, but initially he was very resistant, and he didn't know what to do with his body. Like I would decorate, I would bring home a massive tree. So now we do go and get the tree, and we do all that. He's trying to see the good of it.
Yeah.
But with kids, that's a necessary thing. You cannot skip out on that.
If I had a kid, if I had a kid, I would do everything I can to have the kind of, I've given them a childhood that I didn't have.
That's the healing part, actually.
Yeah. It is?
It's simultaneous. You got to get into therapy before you do it, though. Well, because simultaneously you go like, here's all the stuff I never had, and then you go, oh, here's all the stuff I never had. Aww. So it's kind of like you go, oh, fuck. And you get angry and you get sad. And that's why everyone's like, it's so hard being a parent. It's not hard changing diapers. It's hard going through that emotional stuff.
Wow.
That's what's hard.
Yeah. Because I don't remember my dad ever like going, let's go to the park. Or let's go,
me neither.
Let's go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I never really hung out with him.
Yeah.
He just went to work, came home, got drunk, beat my mom.
What were your parents like?
Well, my dad was a drinker.
Yeah.
Hungarian, so they came from a lot of trauma. But the old country, the Russians took over.
Yeah.
My dad drank, ate sausage, watched,
football,
and ignored. Yeah, dated lots of women. My mom was crazy. She was mentally ill. So between the two of them, it was like, we're making a stand-up comedy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So, but when you have a kid, you heal. I think it heals. Yeah.
That this is the first pitch.
The greatest pitch.
Great pitch deck.
You're the biggest, because I talked to Natasha and Moshe.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, we love it more than our dogs. Right. Or you see Steve Burns' daughter. Steve Burns' daughter is a supermodel.
Is she? I haven't seen her.
She's so pretty.
So cute.
And just so, and then you look, Al Madrigals are like, that they're
cute.
smart.
Yeah.
And cute. So I just had this fear that, but maybe, I don't know. Anyway.
Well, your kids are going to be gorgeous. I mean, you've got this
It's this
amazing,
side. It's this side.
No, but
What?
Huh? She'll compensate.
Huh?
Yeah. What are we doing on time?
We're about over 120.
Okay.
Wow.
Almost a rom-com. Yeah.
Wow. This is one of the longest.
This is a longer end.
So at the end of ours, we we do a thing called unhelpful advice, and we get a email.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Just to protect us.
Just to protect us. Yeah.
We give terrible
Yeah.
advice.
Good.
So go ahead.
Unhelpful advice with Bobby, Khalyla, and Christina.
Hey guys, my name is Audrey. I'm 26, and I'm a French Canadian from Montreal. I can't begin to explain how much your podcast has helped me get through rough days at work when all I want to do is quit. The show has really helped me keep me sane and on track, so thank you so much for all your hard work. My question is more for Khalyla. Khalyla, you have said a few times in the podcast that you have always reached climax quite easily.
Oh my God.
I
said that?
I've had a very hard time reaching an orgasm.
Oh, this is a girl.
It's a girl, yeah.
Okay.
Audrey, yeah. I've had a hard time reaching an orgasm alone with toys and with a partner. It makes me sad because it used to be so much easier when I was much younger. I remember it being more pleasurable. Since then, I've always blamed my depression for my lack of ecstasy and sex drive. What, any tips or tricks for me?
Ooh, I only know the reverse. I know girls who have a hard time initially, and then once they find it, they find it. They never lose it again. It sounds more like a sex drive thing.
It sounds like the word depression.
That really, really takes a toll on all. It manifests itself in so many physical ways that I think that you should maybe take care of that underlying problem first, see a therapist, get to that before you try to heal the physical stuff.
Yeah, because women, it's tied to the emotional.
Totally.
Sexual,
and I think that I've never had a purely physical experience with sex. Even if I'm not emotionally or mentally attracted to somebody, I don't care how hot he is. Yeah. He's just not getting me there.
Sex is in the mind, and I think that's why I can be married and be with someone for like 14 years, Tom and I've been together. Yeah, because you're like, oh, you realize like how many dicks can I have in one lifetime?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I'm not even that big a fan of dicks. When I see a picture of dicks, they never excite me. I've never looked at a dick pic and said, "Woo," you know.
I think that's the difference between men and women. Like if you just see a picture of a vagina, is that enough for guys?
I think it gets them going. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice. We're not wired that way.
Yeah, but if you tell me something personal about yourself, all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, good.
That's the difference.
Yeah, vulnerability.
Yeah, honesty.
All that stuff.
Charisma.
Yeah.
All that stuff's way more
emotional
exciting.
Torture.
Oh, you like him torture?
Yeah.
But Bobby's so special, though.
He is special.
You've got a lot. There's a lot, but it's fun.
He packages the torture real well.
Yeah. But how does he makes it up to you, right? Like,
yeah,
does he love you?
He is insane, and he is very lazy, and he's a very poor listener. But
sounds great.
But he is not a nasty fighter. Mm-hmm. I go for the jugular when we fight. I always say things that cut deep, and he always backs off.
That's just my career.
I'm sorry.
That's why I haven't worked in 3 years.
I know. I never say that. Wait, I never say that. Oh, that is actually the one thing I steer clear from. I never talk about your career.
One time you did.
Because you wouldn't leave the house for 3 days and go to the audition.
No. Downstairs, you were making a joke. I forgot what the joke was.
See, he remembers these
I
things.
do remember, right? And she said, I forgot what it was, but I remember your line was, oh, that sounds like your career. Like, we were talking about something that was low or something, right? And I turned to you, and this is years ago. And I go, nah, let's not do that, you know.
You must have really...
I think I pissed you off.
Pissed me off.
Yeah, I think so.
I would only say something like that if your manager is now hounding me because you missed 3 auditions in a row.
Yeah. There's only 2 times you made me mad.
Oh God. Okay. Well, now we're in a. We're not therapists. This is not the place.
Well, you know, this lady. I don't have any. I don't know. There's nothing that I can say. Put black dicks inside you. There's nothing.
I would say I think Christina's right. It is. We're very mental. We're very psychological when it comes to our with just female orgasms. They're all psychological, I think, and you need to fix that about you, or attend to that part before you try to get a shower head and just vigorous. It's not going to come.
Well, and also, what are your habits right now? Because I know sometimes if you overuse toys or you overuse stuff, you can desensitize your vagine too.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, are you, and if she's on antidepressants, I understand that lowers your sex drive too.
Because when I was on an SSRI, I could not for the life of me have an orgasm. And I shouldn't say that out loud because I don't want to dissuade anyone. If you need, Zoloft, if you need these SSRIs to go about your day, that's great. But for me, my personal experience was I could not get there. And even when I finally did that one time, it was so just not good. It was just like, oh, that's it, all that work. Yeah, it was terrible. So, I mean, there's a catch there, unfortunately.
Yeah, because she knows how to rub them out.
Yeah.
That's not the problem. She's saying like now it's gone from up to down. So we have to look at why it's down.
Yeah, you should also see a doctor, definitely.
See a fucking doctor, bro.
Yeah.
Is it another one or no? That's it?
One other one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love you, TigerBelly. My name is Kobe, and I'm 21 years old.
Here we go.
And I have no friends. I've lived in 3...
That's why
what did you... I lived in 3 different states since graduating high school and burned every bridge after leaving each state. My best friend lives in Australia, and I really spend most of my time alone. I find it hard because some days I can barely leave the house because I'm not confident in what I look like. I'm super insecure and find small talk really hard. I love to rate films, but doing so alone is difficult and never as fun or fulfilling. Having like-minded friends and a support system and love and care is something I'm really missing in my life. Do you guys have any ideas where I can start meeting people and become more confident in myself? Love you guys. Kobe.
I'm really bad at this
I have
because
no
I'm kind of
friends.
antisocial. Yeah.
The thing is that he reminds me of myself because I think there's something about struggling, being, young and trying to figure it out that there is a thing that I miss about that, of the unknown, right? And when I was, how old is he?
21.
Yeah, in my early 20s, I had one friend, and and I hardly saw him. I had people that I worked with, but I never really hung out with. And another thing, before I did stand-up, I couldn't look at people in their eyes. If I got pulled over by the cops, I couldn't lock eyes with them. I would just turn away. Women, forget about it. I could not look at them in the eyes. I was petrified. So what ended up happening was just I would walk around Pacific Beach in San Diego by myself back in the 90s and just like go to there was a coffee shop called Zanzibar that was open 24/7. And at 2 a.m, I would just sit there and drink espresso and just play chess with like homeless people. And I would write poetry. I know it's sad. Or I'd write like little, I had a journal. I would write, whatever. But, and I thought, and I was sober too. That was the one thing. By going to meetings, I could go to, I meet people, so that's where I kind of got, my social,
community.
See, I'd recommend the opposite. This guy needs to smoke some weed, chill the fuck out, meet some people.
You think, yeah.
Get drunk. You know
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Unhelpful advice.
Yeah.
But you're saying that you went to meetings and you met people with like the same.
But still, I didn't hang out with them. I would go to a meeting and just kind of leave. But all that time though, it drove me into where I'm at now, right? Like without that sadness, without that loneliness, for me, I would not. If I was a good-looking white dude in San Diego and had all the things given to me, I would not be here. But because of the fact that I was little and weird, I had orange hair, long, right, and just kind of like I had a lot of zits and just meek, that's what drove me to do stand-up.
Right.
So I don't know where that path is going to, but a lot of times it's not a bad thing.
So you're saying allow the suffering. It's
I
essential.
I think it could inspire you. I mean, don't go shoot up a school, right?
Right.
Don't do that.
Let's avoid that.
Do something positive, right? But let that be your, motivator.
Yeah.
To come out of yourself. Maybe you'll create something or do something, or you'll work hard at something and you'll overcome it, But a lot of times your early 20s is, my favorite book was Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, Holden Caulfield.
Yeah, just a sad,
Sad.
I used to read things like Notes from the Underground.
Oh my God, that's my favorite book.
Right?
Dostoevsky.
Yeah, Dostoevsky.
Yeah, you're very existential in your early. I was very dark too.
Yeah.
And I think that the depression, you've got to go there. You got to get weird, but you've got to come out of that, like you're saying, and find a way to be constructive about your suffering. Because otherwise, that's the danger, is that you become a fucking loser your whole life.
Right.
Suffer, yes, but make the diamond out of that pressure, right?
Yeah.
That nasty. But he's asking how to have friends, I think is the...
Yeah, but, but can I just say something? Like you just said, Notes of an Underground was about a guy, right? In a basement, looking through that little window, right? And just these thoughts, right? It's like Fear and Trembling by Kierkegaard. I mean, I was into that whole thing, right? Because it fed into my depression and my loneliness. But in many ways, that inner dialogue that I would have, looking around, being antisocial, it really helped me drive me into where I'm at now.
And also, may I say that when I would, anytime I would be attracted to boys in my 20s, it was never the loud, obnoxious guy. It was always the weird guy in the corner.
Of course.
The emo guy that was kind of cute, but also kind of like, there's something more there.
Yes.
And he was usually depressed. There was probably something wrong with him.
Yeah.
But those are the ones I always reached out to. Those are the ones I was fascinated by.
Yeah. But I would say for this dude, like what you're saying, go find something that you enjoy doing. And in the enjoying of the doing of the thing, you might find other people that share it. For instance, you found your tribe in comedy. So if this guy finds it's in surfing or whatever the fuck he likes, find some shit you like.
Yeah.
And
Get
also,
a dog.
in
Take
your
the dog to the dog park.
Right.
Meet other dog
wow,
people.
That's a good advice.
and the people that you will party with in your 20s are not going to be your lifelong friends anyhow.
No,
I don't.
not all the time.
Most of the people that I partied with in my 20s, I fucking hate today, or not hate, but you know what I mean. Like I wouldn't bother catching up with necessarily.
Well, your 20s are a time of growth and expansion, and they're terrifying, and they're really hyped up to be this awesome thing, and they're fucking not. I don't think life gets good until you're in your 30s, at least.
That's where my career started, in my 30s.
Yeah.
I got Mad TV at 29.
Oh my God.
Right? So then in my 30s, I was on Mad, and I was young and excited. It was exciting, and but in my 20s, I just see darkness.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was when I struggled. But many times I miss it, and also I'm so grateful for it. I'll even drive down, like, I'll go to Silver, like I drive down some streets and go, oh, I remember that El Pollo Loco, Khalyla and I got in a fight because they used to have these BRCs, bean, rice, and cheese burritos. Nice. They were $1. And I remember we only had $1. So then we split the BRC down the middle, dude. And we got in a fight because one was bigger than the other one.
But do you know how to solve that problem?
Wow.
And when you have 2 kids, you gotta have one splits it, the other one chooses.
Ooh.
Oh, we didn't know that system.
Yeah, so that's how you make it fair. The person who splits it's gonna make it as equal as possible because the other next one gets to choose it.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. We got in a fist fight. Yeah.
Different.
Full-blown fist fight.
Different.
Yeah,
You've got all the answers. See, now I know why you're with this lady.
Yeah, she has very good answers.
Because you know, like, real life
I don't know how to open up an avocado.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, she knows how to do it.
Have you seen him open an avocado?
No, but I don't know either, dude. That's why like you.
Yeah.
You have to teach the comedians how to be normal.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can I say something? This podcast was really just pleasurable to me.
Oh.
It really was. I know you canceled 19 times, but you moved it 19 times, but it's fine. It was worth it.
Captain Showbiz.
Yeah.
You canceled once, but I canceled. I love you guys.
Don't cancel. But my point is that I honestly like you know, your podcast, H3, ours. It feels I don't know, it just feels cool to have a comedy podcast community. And we're both stand-ups as well. It's the best. And I just really enjoy you and Tom. And I'm really just happy that you showed up and came in today. It was strong. It felt fun and light. In fact, you know, it's just difficult to, you know, sometimes we get guests here. I'm not going to name any names.
They've all been great.
They have been all great. Yeah. But
they can't all be great.
But this one was easy.
Right. Yes.
This one was not me thinking of like what to say, you know. A lot of times I struggle with that.
You know what I like is that you're doing the wrap up as I'm here, which is kind of neat. Like usually Tom and I wait for the guest to leave.
Oh.
Do you ever say anything like, "Oh, that was a rough one"?
Clunker, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Of course. There's always clunkers.
Not with guests, though.
Not you guys.
With guests, though? Mm-hmm. They're clunkers, yeah, I know.
Sure. But you guys are very free and easy. I think because you know each other so well and you know how to do this well. And
I learned a lot about myself when I was on your show in that short span of time because you said there's something that resonated with me. You said, the bear likes being stroked. And that's, you were talking about Tom, and that's just what he needs. And I said, well, you know, when I offer love to him, he doesn't always receive it. And then you told me, well, that's what he needs. He doesn't need, you know, you. Basically, I'm starting to realize that when your mom says she offered you love and you couldn't take it, I shouldn't take it personally. You're just you're built differently. Yeah. That's not what you need.
But what does he need? Do you know what he likes?
I do.
Yeah.
He needs antagonizing.
Talk about me.
And brutality. The bear needs to be poked and prodded
to show love. That's how you show him. How do you receive love?
That's how I'm going to close.
That's it?
I love it. Well, I look forward to you two having many children and having a wonderful life together.
And if my show gets canceled, I want to get on your show. I want to be on your show. Let me give me an audition at least.
Well, let's see if we even get this pilot going.
I think you will.
CBS.
It's great.
We'll see.
I'll take a co-star. Thank you.
Also, the Degenerates.
No, you're out.
Please watch My Degenerates on
Degenerates on Netflix. Your Mama's House.
Yeah, Your Mom's House.
Your Mom's House.
Yes.
Your Mama's House.
Your Mom's House with her and Tom. It's one of the strongest ones. Yeah, go ahead.
My Ride or Die tour I'm doing Philly. Wait, this is going to be Philly, New York, Denver, Minneapolis, tits. Bunch of cities. Christina P online.
You're doing helium in Philly?
I think so. Yeah.
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 Have you been there before?
No, I've
Great
never
club.
done it. Yeah, I've never done the city.
It's a great club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And where are you? Denver?
And then Denver.
Comedy Works?
Comedy Works.
Downtown? The best one.
Right, I know.
One of the best. Have you been there?
Yes,
I love it.
that. I want to film
favorites.
something there. It's so good.
It's so good.
Rogan did a special there because it was so good.
It's so good there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. What clubs do you like?
I love Denver Comedy Works. I think that's the best. That's my favorite.
It's one of my favorites.
Now, in terms of cities, Toronto is fucking banging for comedy.
Have you done Vancouver?
No. Do you want to know something? The Yuck Yucks, the booker is a sexist person and would never book me because I was a woman for many years. So I refused to do that chain.
All of the Yuck Yucks?
I was told when I was a brand new headliner or feature act, this guy does not book women, so you're never going to work there.
Oh.
Have they offered?
Go fuck yourself.
Have they offered?
I don't know. I don't know. I talked to my agent.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Fuck them. Kiss my ass.
So in Toronto, what do you play theater?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was it was fucking, I love it.
Wow.
I'm doing New York City pretty soon, but this will air after that.
Should I not do Yuck Yucks then?
Fuck.
I'm going to boycott.
What Yuck Yucks?
Anyway, give her a round of applause, everybody.
Guys, I love you so much, white guys.
To get your first month of Hims for $5, go to forhims.com/belly. Thanks to science, baldness can be an optional thing now. For delicious home-cooked recipes and for free meals, go to blueapron.com/belly. And for 20% off your best sheets you'll sleep on, go to brooklinen.com and use the promo code TigerBelly. And if you haven't given us a review on iTunes, please do that. You can follow us on TigerBelly on Instagram, on Twitter at TheTigerBelly, and email us any questions or unhelpful advice at thetigerbelly@gmail.com. Have a good day.